Ali Drew for Seconds Out, joined by Joshua Frankham. Joshua, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you? All right?
Yeah, I'm good. So we're in fight week now. You made your pro debut in lockdown, and we're still in lockdown.
Yeah, still.
So are you excited? Are you prepared? Obviously, no crowds, but how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, expecting another good fight, third fight in. Hopefully we can get a few more this year, and hopefully the fans are back, because I haven't experienced that yet. So when they do come back, it's going to be a big buzz.
Yeah, it's almost like you're making a second professional debut, because you've done it behind closed doors, you've got yourself established, and then when the fans are back, it's all starting again.
Yeah, someone said that to me the other day. They said, you haven't even made your debut yet. You know, I've got a lot of family, a lot of friends. So when the fans do come back, it's going to be pretty good.
And how is training? How is the sort of camp gone in the lead up to this fight?
It's gone well. It's gone good. It's gone as good as it can do, to be honest with you. The weight we had a bit of an issue with. I was going to try and make welterweight this fight, but now I'm going to have to fight a little bit heavier. So I am going to be a welterweight though, but at some point.
So this fight's going to be super welter, and then you're going to go to welter.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit above super welter maybe, but yeah, I'm going to get to welter at some point.
And your opponent, Naseem Ali, do you know much about him? It's a tough fight for you.
I don't know too much. I know he's never been stopped, so another tough fight. So I'm expecting a good learning fight again Friday night.
And what are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to make a statement? Show that you belong at this stage.
Yeah, of course. Listen, every fight I just want to keep improving. That's all that matters to me. As long as I'm improving each fight, and the fans can see that, and Frank can see that, that's important for me.
So how many fights are you hoping to get in this year?
As many as Frank can give me. I'd get 10 in if I could, but we'll see. If I can get to probably 6-0, 7-0 this year, I'll be happy. So
now that obviously this fight is going to be super welter or above, are you wanting to, for your next fight, go to welter, or are you just going to see what opponents come?
We're going to play about with it a little bit, but I definitely will be a welterweight at some point. Like I said, if it's a little bit above or a little bit below, I'm going to be a welter at some point. But we're just going to play about with the weights.
What's it like, sort of training in the gym? There's you've got a lot of good guys in the gym that you're training alongside. What's the sort of vibe in the camp?
It's a lot of banter in the gym. A lot of banter. We've got a good gym now, a good stable, and we all get on well. And obviously Wayne is doing an amazing job down there for us. So it's a good gym to be at the minute.
Your cousin Levi is actually making his professional debut on the card as well, on the night. What's that like? You are from a very well-known boxing family. So what is that like?
That for us is like, for our family, well, it's a big buzz at the minute. We box with each other for all of our amateur career. We've been in national finals together and boxed for England together. But now when he's making his professional debut and my third fight, and at the iconic York Hall, is a massive night for our family.
Do you find that being from such a well-known boxing family, your name is well known in the boxing world, does that bring extra pressure to you, or does it bring confidence?
No, there's no pressure. There was a little bit in the first fight, because it's your debut. It was the big hype, this, that, and this family and this, but it comes and goes. But there shouldn't be no pressure, to be honest with you. We can all fight, and we know how good we are, so there's no pressure.
Will any of you ever fight each other? You're around the same weight.
No, I'm not too sure. Maybe if they give us 100 million.
Yeah.
But no, there won't be no fights. Definitely not. We don't even spar. When we used to spar at the gym, our uncle used to put us in, right, you two can spar each other. We'd be slapping about and get out the ring, chuck us out. So that's a no-go.
Well, if you're wanting to operate at welterweight, it's a very strong division domestically. Who do you look at as the key players in that division? At
the minute, British-wise, you'd have to say Conor Benn's probably leading the pack with that performance the other night. Josh Kelly had a defeat. He'd probably have to rebuild, but I'm sure he will. British champions, Chris Jenkins, good fighter. Echo Asuman, he was meant to fight him. That would have been a good fight. Probably, I'd say Conor Benn domestically. Best in the world, I don't know. I love Manny Pacquiao, so he's going to be my favourite. But I don't know. I don't know who's the best at welterweight in the world.
When do you see yourself being ready and stepping up to those title fights? You're saying you want to be 6-0, 7-0 by the end of the year. Yeah. Do you think then you'll be ready to step it up?
I'll leave that to obviously Frank and Wayne. When the title fights come, they come. So we're just going to take baby steps, keep improving, learning the gym, and keep having some good learning fights. And when the title fights come, like I just said, they'll come. I'm in no rush. I'm only a baby in boxing terms.
Well, I do want to ask you about some big fights that are coming up, just your sort of opinion on them. So we've got Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders.
Yep.
Huge fight. Do you think Billy Joe is the person who can finally stop Canelo?
Most definitely. If there's one out there, I've always said it, if there's one to beat Canelo, I know he's already been beat, but at the minute, it's going to be Billy Joe, definitely. So I'm praying that he can pull a performance out like we've seen with him before, like David Lemieux and performances like that. I'm sure we can win.
And then later on in the year, we're still not 100% what is happening, but hopefully AJ Fury is going to happen, hopefully. I know. What do you make of that one? What do you think will happen?
I think I've said this before. Anyway, whatever way he wants to fight him, if he boxes him, if he goes forward, it's a Fury win, definitely.
Do you think it's going to be an easy fight for him?
What do you think?
Well, do you know what? It's the only fight I think ever that I've been like to and fro in constantly. I can't. I think one, then I change my mind. So I'm going to sit on the fence, which is the worst. But do you think it's going to be an easy fight for Fury? Do you think it's going to be his toughest? I mean, judging by, if you look at their records, it should be his toughest. But do you think it will be?
No, not really. AJ's going to be game, obviously. It's the biggest fight for years. But judging on the last few AJ performances, I think the belief in his chin's gone. So as soon as Tyson lands, it's good night. I think, anyway, personally, I think he'll fold. But listen, we'll see.
Do you think it's going to happen next? Or there's now talk that I think Fury's maybe going to take on Wilder again. But what do you think will happen?
I hope it happens next. Being a fan, like everyone in the world wants to fight. So we'll see. I don't know. I hope it happens next.
I saw that he gave you a little shout out on his Instagram.
Yeah, he gave me a little shout out. Thank you very much. He's done a lot for me in boxing. So I can't thank him enough for that.
Well, best of luck for Friday night. Looking forward to watching. Thank you.